I almost forgot. Got one more video. Now, I've mentioned before, my wife and I, we're on the same page on this stuff. All this stuff that you hear my videos about, she's on the same page. A lot of people can't say that. A lot of people tell me, wow, you're lucky to have a wife like that. And I am. I know that. That's great. My dad also is on the same page. That's even more phenomenal. Now, my sister and mom, forget them. They're off in bozo land. I'm sorry. I can't help them. I tried. I really have. But my dad's on the same page. For the most part. But I think he's a little confused when he thinks about his own little personal religious beliefs sometimes, which I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian. And I think it's what his belief of what a Christian should be in his mind, he is. But if you really look at a lot of things that Christians may do, other people, like I've given you stories, and like when I worked at the auto shop, and a lot of the Christian people from my boss's church would come in and completely take advantage of him, never pay the bills, walk all over him, not return his calls. I mean, this is not what I'm used to as being a human being, but that's what I saw over and over and over again. So in other words, that's just what I'm saying, to give you a little comparison for a second. So, my dad's always got these old stories. So that when I'm on vacation recently, visiting Pastor Dowell as part of our vacation, which by the way was completely out of the way of our path to go our vacation. We were going to go straight from Florida to Georgia, northeastern Georgia, kind of northeastern Georgia, actually, not quite, mostly North Georgia, we'll call it that. Then straight to, we're going to go off to New Jersey and then straight down to North Carolina. But I decided if I'm going out that way, even close to where this man lives, Pastor Dowell, I'm going to stop by if he'll let me. So I messaged him to ask him, and he was more than happy to accept me and my family as part of our little vacation. Believe me, he was ecstatic that we would come, and I was happy myself that he allowed us to come. So anyways, while we're over there at Pastor Dowell's, basically, it may have even been the same night that we left Pastor Dowell's. The same night, which happened to be Saturday or the Sabbath, where we celebrated with the pastor and went to his church, heard his, sermon or whatever it's called, his service. It was great. It was really nice. And one of the things he focused on that day, Pastor Dowell, while giving this sermon, I hope I'm using the right word, sermon, when I say this, because I'm not a religious guy. I think that's what it's called, so just bear with me. Was, how he was, the Bible specifically talks about, if it's not yours, don't take it. And he had mentioned something about paper clips and said, when he was little or something. I forgot the example my wife was telling me, we were talking about earlier, where he's talking about that, that darn paper clip. I wanted that paper clip, but I knew it wasn't mine, so I couldn't take it when he was a kid or something. I forget what the story was, but it's kind of funny. But the bottom line is that he's just telling you, if it's not yours, don't take it. It's that simple. Yeah, but it was just laying there. But it's not yours. Someone lost it or whatever. Don't take it. So I think simultaneously, I'll have to ask my dad, Dad, what day was this that you went to the casino? Because I told you how my dad likes to do that sometimes. But he'll go there with $5 and press the $2 bet, $2 bet, $2 bet. Oh, I'm back up to $3. I hit it big. Play, little entertainment for a couple hours. He can make $5 last an hour to 2 hours. $5 sometimes. Every now and then he'll bring a 20, and that's it. No matter what he wins or loses, he'll just kind of go there and back. So it's been several weeks, I think, since he's been there. And we're out of town visiting Pastor Dowell and some others, and he decides I'm going to the casino. I'm bored out of my mind right now. I'm going to go do it. So he brings $5 with him, pulls into a parking lot, and there's a vehicle next to him that must have ran over something, or that both sides of the tire were blown out, front and back on one side. Just shredded. The rims were even beat up. And he's just like, I just did not have a good feeling about parking here next to this guy for some reason. And he had a good parking spot. So he pulls out, looks for a decent parking spot, and there's nowhere out there. So he goes to the regular old, kind of farther away parking garage on the facility, the Seminole Indian Casino, whatever. Not called that anymore. Now it's the Hard Rock Casino. So he goes and pulls into the first floor, I think, as he's driving up to park, and he sees something on the ground, a few little pieces of paper or something. Oh my God, it looks like money. Gets out of the car. It's money. 20s. $180. Bingo, payday. I came here with $5. I just walked out with 185, basically. but I'm still going to go to the casino, but I'm not betting that 180. I'm going to take that 180 and I'm going to buy a few coins of silver. That's what he told himself, and he told me too later on after I talked to him about this. Good move. Perfect move. All right, so he goes in and spends his $5 and actually wins it back, and then decides, I've been here long enough, I've had enough fun. Give me my $5 back, and I got the 180. And here's what he said. Oh, I was blessed. I had a feeling to leave that car next to me and go park somewhere else, and it brought me to this $180. That was God. God brought me this $180. I was blessed by God. You know, I've been praying lately too for a little extra money. You know, he does vending, and it's not the greatest, you know, income in the world, but whatever. So I think he told my wife he'd been praying lately about this. You know, I need some money. Now, before you make a judgment yet, you know, hear me out. Some people would agree with him. Oh yeah, that was God taking care of you. But I thought about what Pastor Dow said on Saturday. Is that yours? No. Then why are you taking it? You know it's not yours, especially you know that someone lost it and would be more than happy to get that back, of course, even though they're going to go blow it and give it away for free, basically, to the Indians, which is stupid. But it doesn't matter if it's stupid. It's their money, not yours. But to his mind, I just got blessed by God. God just took care of me. And he will be the first one to tell people about, like my sister and stuff, you know, you're not right with, you know, your belief right now. You're not doing this right. God, you know, that's not what the Bible's about. You know, you're doing this wrong or that, whatever. Yeah, but he'll tell it. Not a lot, just every now and then. And it's usually regarding my sister, but, you know, I can't blame him. But I thought to myself, actually, what you did could not have been, you know, God leading you up there to take this money. There's no way God would take money from somebody else, no matter how good or bad of a person they are, or how good or bad of intentions they want to use that money to waste it and blow it away for their own entertainment purposes or whatever. There's no way God would take that away from somebody to give to you. But he swears up and down, God answered my prayers. God answered my prayers. God, you know, not that $180 is going to do anything, and he did go buy more silver with it, which of course will be good for him. As we all know, silver is going to be doing very well in the near future. That will be good, but I don't think God dropped that 180 right there out of that guy's pocket, whoever it was, so that my dad could go pick it up and then go buy silver coins with it later on. Nah. There's no way. But in his mind, that was God. That was God's work right there. And then I had to compare that to what I knew. And I just learned, basically, in Pastor Dowell's church, in his service, this particular story. Now, is that God speaking? The fact that I learned that lesson right there, and unknowing to me, because I hadn't talked to my dad for a few days after that even, didn't know about this casino story yet, that this took place, and then all of a sudden it actually happens where he's telling me he finds this money, and my mind immediately goes to what I knew as truth now through Pastor Dowell and his teaching right out of the Bible. I read it too, where he was talking about, it's not yours, don't take it. No matter what it is, if it's not yours, don't take it. Man, what a perfect example. What are the chances of me, because, you know, I just saw my dad today. He was just here today. Came by, we had some pizza and stuff. He's here all the time. So was that just a coincidence? Probably not. So one like me now could say, oh, that was God giving a lesson, not necessarily to me, because I didn't need it. I didn't take what wasn't mine. But to relay that to my dad, because my dad thought God was talking to him, and he wasn't. So maybe I need to knock on that door. Dad, you want to know what I learned on Saturday through Pastor Dowell? What? If it's not yours, don't take it. You remember that $108 you found? Yeah. Was that yours? Well, no. But you know someone else would have picked it up. Of course. And you know what? Because I'm Joe, Realist News, had I been there that night and saw it myself and I was there by myself or whatever, don't think for a second that I wouldn't have taken it either. I'm going to be honest. I got to be truth. I got to be true to the game. I can't pretend that my poop don't stink sometimes. I would have picked it up too. However, I would never have dared said, oh, God sent me over there. I would have known someone else is going to pick this up without a doubt. And even if I'm a nice guy and pick this up right now and walk into the casino and go to the front desk and say, you know what? Someone lost $180 out in the parking lot. Would you be so kind that if someone comes up here to give this to them, you know darn well, 100% chance, sure, yes sir, we'll take care of that. As soon as you go away, $180 in that guy's pocket behind the desk. And then if the guy comes up there, I lost $180, I don't know where, if it was outside or inside. Has anyone by chance come up here? Nope, haven't seen anybody today. You know that's what would happen. So the thinking would be, I might as well pick up the stupid $180. And you know what? It's still wrong. It's still wrong to take it, but you know you would. And I just said I would have done the same thing if I was there that night. But it's certainly, don't come spewing nonsense about God delivering this money to you like it was a gift. That's nonsense. So while my dad's on the same page as me on pretty much everything, I think he may get a few things wrong from time to time. But at the same time, we're all humans, and it's okay to get things wrong from time to time. And I think I'm going to have my dad take a peek at this video. He has no idea that I'm doing this video. Nor have anyone of you ever seen him or even heard him. I've actually asked him, Dad, just sit down and do a couple videos. We can talk about this stuff. You know, bankers and this and that, all that. He knows it's silver. No, I don't want to get on there. That's all right. You do it. All right, fine. Now, Pastor Dowell, me and him could double team some people. Someone was commenting today on my video, dude, you and Pastor Dowell, you guys are the team. You guys are the team. I was like, yeah, sweet. So that would be cool to be up there with Pastor Dowell side by side, just hammering it, handling business, preaching over here, old school over here, new age, other whatever over here, mixing it up and getting to the people. You know, if people just can't stand anything religious, even though Pastor Dowell is right on the money with his thoughts, I'm telling you right now, with religion, even if they look at that, I don't want pastor or anything, I don't want to watch it. Who's the guy next to him? Oh, he's Joe, this guy, Realist News. Is he some kind of religious nut or something? No, he's not. He's just a complete normal guy, never really gets into religious stuff and pretty much denounces all of them, except for Pastor Dowell's now, by the way. And then maybe they could look at that. That would be kind of cool, right? You got two different personality kind of things. We're both on the same page. He comes from a religious background of teaching, as well as his own personal experience in life, and I come from strictly my own personal experience in life and researching ancient things, occult things, just things from way back when that people would write off as nonsense, and finding out that it's not necessarily nonsense. I'm coming to that conclusion. Therefore, I'm going to research more into these weird areas, which led me to the Webbot and Edgar Casey and psychic predictions and all these weird things. I just got pushed there through my learning experience, or whatever you want to call it. So we're two different, he's black, I'm white. He's the yin, I'm the yang, right? that kind of thing. So nothing but respect for that guy, by the way. So anyways, I gotta stop this video and let this camera charge up. I've got to do another video of my experience there. Now that I'm back home, I'm probably gonna wait till a little later when the kids go to bed, and I'll be in my normal computer room with a little green sheet behind me or whatever. And I'm gonna basically tell you what I thought I would expect when I arrived, how he gave me a little tour around, started talking a little bit, showed me around. The next day, met some people there that live there, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna go through my entire experience step by step, just because it was really neat, is why I'm saying this. I'm not trying to brag for him or even for myself that I was able to visit and you're not, or anything like that, because that's not necessarily true. But it's just really neat to see something unfold that I had in my mind that I didn't think was even possible, to get a bunch of people on the same page like that and live in a community where they pitch in this and that, and then it was there right in front of my face, and I lived it for a day. It was fantastic. So I got to give a video on that, and this camera can't withstand that right now because the battery's about to die. So having said all this, sorry for speaking so long, but that's it, and I will talk to you again later tonight when I do the other video. Talk to you later. Take care.